Retroslop. Retroslop is basically when Roblox players act like they were raised during the golden age of 2008 to 2012, even though their actual join date says 2023. They put heavy VHS filters on everything, use artificially pixelated shaders, and slap sad piano music in the background like they're reminiscing about an era they never even lived through. These people talk about true classic Roblox vibes while glitch dancing in layered clothing with headless and Korblox equipped. They treat every grainy, low-poly screenshot like it's sacred history, even though if you force them to actually play something like Crossroads or Natural Disaster Survival with 2009 mechanics, they'd rage quit in 30 seconds because, why can't I sprint or double jump? Retroslop isn't real nostalgia. It's an aesthetic performance designed to look cultured, mature, and emotionally deep while doing absolutely nothing but romanticizing laggy UIs and outdated animations. The reason so many people hate this trend is because it turns genuine childhood memories into a fake, mass-produced image filter. GOONER. Gooners are the players who treat every single Roblox experience like it's the most emotionally intense moment of their lives. Whether they win a simple obby jump or get a single kill in Arsenal, they scream, shake their camera like it's an earthquake, and start acting like they just survived a boss fight in Dark Souls. They constantly overreact, spam emojis like skull with crossbones, fire, and 100%, and stretch out their words like, "Bro, I'm gooning RN," just to convince everyone that they're on the edge of exploding from excitement. But deep down, everyone knows they're just chasing that TikTok clip moment. These players live off exaggerated reactions, dramatic breathing noises, and pretending that every Roblox moment is a core memory being unlocked. They'll stand still in-game, hands off the keyboard, typing stuff like, "I can't, I'm genuinely shaking RN," just because someone with headless walked by. They call everything peak, Kino, and life-changing, even though they're literally just in a Meep City plaza with suspicious music playing. Brainrot games. Brainrot games are those chaotic Roblox experiences built entirely to hijack your brain with overstimulation rather than actual gameplay. These games throw logic out the window and instead bombard players with neon colors, flashing text, random sound effects, screaming NPCs, and spammed TikTok audio like skibidi dopey dop yes yes on loop until your sanity evaporates. The objective? There isn't one. You just run around, spam emotes, chase random PNG meme characters, and slowly lose your sense of reality while typing GAT unironically. These games are designed to generate instant dopamine without effort. They exist for short attention spans, where the gameplay is replaced by sensory overload. Flying toilets, Sigma Ohio Giga, Chad bosses, NPCs saying, "You fell off," and sudden jump scares of fan-favorite meme creatures. Players don't actually win. They just exist in the chaos until their brain feels fried enough to leave with a headache and somehow still rejoin 5 minutes later. Fake Korblox. Fake Korblox is the trend where players try to look rich and elite by pretending they own the legendary 17,000 Robux Korblox Death Speaker leg, even though all they really have is a glitchy knockoff, a decal, or a cheap UGC dupe that barely resembles the original. They walk around acting like celebrities, flexing in chat and saying things like, "Sorry, can't hear you over my Korblox," while everyone can clearly see the shading is off and the leg is clipping through the floor like it was copy-pasted in MS Paint. These fake flexers treat Korblox like a personality trait. They'll constantly position their character to highlight their leg and try to impress random players, especially in Hangout games. But as soon as someone inspects them and sees it's a UGC ripoff or a layered clothing edit gone wrong, their entire ego collapses faster than their fake flex. Green Bean. Green Beans are those Roblox players who base their entire personality around using the Green Beans aesthetic, usually seen role-playing as some Sigma slime creature, or mysterious green aura user in emo Hangout games. Their avatars are covered in neon green accessories, glowing headphones, pixel wings, and often an emo face that makes them look like a depressed radioactive snack. They stand in the corner of the map acting like silent, misunderstood anti-heroes while blasting TikTok audios with lyrics like, "I'm not like the others." These players usually try to act emotionless and too cool to talk, typing things like, or in chat while expecting others to think they're deep and dangerous. In reality, their entire existence revolves around copying a color trend from TikTok and waiting for someone to ask, "OMG, are you a green bean?" So they can respond with something edgy like, "I'm not a bean, I'm a menace." Condo games. Condo games are the underground, rule-breaking Roblox experiences that exist solely to push the platform's limits in the worst possible way. These games are filled with inappropriate avatars, sus animations, and players acting like they're in some unfiltered roleplay server from the dark web. Everything is designed to bypass Roblox moderation, which is why these games constantly get deleted, only to instantly respawn under slightly misspelled names like K0NDO, C0ND0, or KND0 game. People who join condo games aren't there to play. They're there to act out cringe and over-sexualized scenarios that have nothing to do with normal Roblox gameplay. The community sees condo games as one of the lowest forms of content on the platform, not only because they violate Roblox's rules, but because they attract people who treat a kid's game like a nightclub. And when these games go viral on TikTok or get turned into reaction content, it further embarrasses the platform and makes Roblox look like a chaotic mess beyond repair. Slenders. Slenders are the infamous Roblox players who built an entire identity around tall avatars, emo hair, headless/Korblox flexing, and acting like they're the main character in a toxic Roblox dating drama. They walk around hangout games like they're too cool to exist, usually with a mysterious username like XX Dark Vengeance XX and bios that read, "Trust no one." They all leave eventually their mission? To appear intimidating, emotionally damaged, and irresistibly edgy, all while spamming sup mamas to random players in Ragdoll Engine. These players often treat Roblox as a full-on romance simulator, sliding into chat with cringe pickup lines, fake confidence, and the energy of someone who believes they're a Sigma Alpha god just because they spent 17,000 Robux on a virtual leg. They travel in packs, gas each other up, and act like celebrities in public servers. The moment someone mocks them, they respond with "Stay mad poor," instantly proving that ego is their only real gameplay strategy. Neck hurts. Neck hurts is a trend where players constantly tilt their avatars' heads to the side and act like they're exhausted from carrying their own riz, trauma, or imaginary popularity. These players spam head tilt emotes while standing still in public servers like they're posing for a sad Roblox music video. They usually pair this with a moody avatar, emo bangs, glowing eyes, layered outfits, and a vibe that screams, "I'm broken but mysterious." Ask me why they'll type things like "neck hurts bruh," or "my neck from carrying everyone," as if they've just finished an emotional monologue in an anime. In reality, they're just spamming tilt emotes in Brookhaven for 15 minutes waiting for someone to say, "Are you okay?" so they can launch into a fake deep backstory about heartbreak in a roleplay server. In other cases, it's used by players flexing their imagined superiority, pretending their neck hurts from carrying the team, even if they contributed nothing.